Hi everyone and welcome to this week's EBC. We're at the Church of St. Joseph here in Rosemount, Minnesota at this life-size nativity thinking about the fourth Sunday in Advent, and it's also Christmas Eve. And nothing says Christmas Eve like seeing that scene with the baby Jesus, who's not quite there yet, but we're going to be thinking about that today. And it's in Luke, it's chapter 2 verses 1 through 20. And it starts with that really familiar sense of there's a decree that's gone out from the Emperor Augustus, and all people have to go to be enrolled. And so we have this picture right away of Mary and Joseph, and they're traveling down to Bethlehem, and there's a donkey, and it's hard. And we really love to tell the story on sort of like can you imagine doing that on foot? And can you imagine, Mary has to be on the donkey, and Joseph's walking along, and then they get there, and there's no room in the inn. I have this wonderful picture, by the way, of just imagine if that all happened to us in this world of social media, right? We're on Facebook and we're posting, oh, you can't believe the next thing, everybody. Then we got there and there was no room at the inn. And then we had to be in the barn for a while, right? And we could complain about it to our heart's delight, right? But I want to say that in this telling of the Christmas story, none of these burdens that are being described are actually burdens. They're all blessings. They're all there for a reason. So it's important not to be focusing on those parts of the story where it's difficult for Mary and Joseph, or where Jesus is being born in a lowly barn, as being something that's bad. It's something that's part of God's plan. And it's there for a couple of reasons, right? Because as Luke goes on, the shepherds hear the good news in the fields, and they need to come find the baby Jesus. How do they find the baby Jesus? Well, the angels say, you'll find him wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger. So there's a way for the shepherds to come and find who they know is the baby Jesus. And so that's one piece of this, of course. And then the other piece of this is that we know that by having God come down to us, taking the form of a human baby, there's this greater emphasis by not having Jesus be born as some sort of like king already in glory, but having him being born in the most humble of circumstances, in a barn, lying in a manger. Look, the miracle's already there. The miracle is already Jesus coming down to take that human form for us. The rest of it is just helping us understand how it is that in this wonderful holy night, Jesus is lying there in a very humble stall. But in the days that come, he'll have the shepherds come that night. He'll have the wise men come and bring gifts to him. He'll have his whole life, and eventually, as part of God's plan, he will die and be resurrected for us. And it all starts by just God emphasizing a quiet, lowly manger for the gift of a Christ child. Everyone, have a great week and a Merry Christmas.